Okay, so that's all the way down. Okay, so this is a little vlog that I've wanted to do for a couple of days now, ever since I bought a GoPro. First off, bought a GoPro Hero 7 Black, yeah, blah 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 blah, and I wanted to do this vlog for a couple of days now because the direction that my YouTube channel and everything is going is going to be changing slightly, and I wanted to make this video just kind of. I did a video similar to this a couple of years ago where I talked about the direction my YouTube channel is going, and I feel it's time to talk about that again. And before we get too far though, I do want to address one thing, because I know it's going to happen. There's going to be someone that pops up in the comments that says, "Oh, Kaz, why are you driving in your car all by yourself, but you're wearing a mask? You're an idiot." To which I respond, "Congratulations, you lack critical thinking skills." But no, the real reason why I'm doing it is two main reasons. One, the weather here in Vegas has been a little, it's been kind of nasty. It's windy, it's rainy, there's dust and crud in the air, which is just terrible for allergies. And even though I'm in my car, pollen and dust and all that shit still gets in here. And I think part of the reason is I probably need a new cabin filter, but also just like opening up the door to get in and out, all that stuff comes in, and it's really hard on my allergies. The other thing is, and if you watched my Train Sim World Journeys videos, you know the last episode, or last one or two episodes, I talked about how I was going to go in and have surgery done. Well, that was at the end of January, and unfortunately, just the way everything played out, the surgery went all right, went pretty good. They're not done yet, though. I have more work to have to do, so my face isn't actually all put back together underneath my mask, and as such, I don't feel comfortable, facing a camera or even facing other people without a mask on, because my face is all weird. And third, I actually did test positive for COVID a couple weeks ago, and while I got over it and everything, there's still a possibility that I could spread it. And even though there's no one else in my car, I'd rather not spread it all over my car for when I do have somebody in, and the conditions in my car are just right that it lives for a week or two or a month or two or whatever. It's just, I'm wearing it because I can and I want to. That's why. Anyways, let's actually get into the meat of this little vlog, and I'm doing it while driving, but don't worry, I was stopped before I hit record. Like, I got everything all set up in the parking lot at work, hit record, and then start driving, and my eyes are on the road and on nothing else. Well, and my speedometer and my mirrors. So like I said, I did a video like this a while ago, and I kind of talked about the direction my YouTube channel was going to start going, and I want to talk about it again, and I want to talk about what my plans are for 2021 and beyond with my channel here. Before I can really do that, though, I have to kind of look back at where the channel has been and the kind of things I've been doing with my life the past few years. So my very first two YouTube videos that I uploaded, the first two were video game videos. They were from Navy Field and Aces High. Actually, I think the first three were video game videos. After that, I started uploading model train videos. And I was uploading these videos not with any intent to be some big-time model railroad YouTube channel. I was doing it just to show my videos to my friends, because at the time that was, and YouTube still is, the easiest way to share that kind of content. And at that time, this is like 2012, 2010, that time frame. During that time, I was a member of multiple different model railroad organizations. And I say organizations because some of them were clubs, some of them were private layouts, Some of them were public layouts, but privately owned. They're all just weird. It's easier to say organizations. So it was very easy for me to just grab my camcorder. I had a Sony Handycam. I still have that camera. It still works. It just doesn't record in like an aspect ratio that makes sense. But well, that would, you know, a modern aspect ratio. I think it's like it still records in square format. Doesn't do the wide format. I don't have my aspect ratio chart in front of me to get the actual numbers. Anyways, it was very easy for me to just grab that camera, go to one of the model railroad clubs or organizations or whatever that I was going to or was invited to, and record video and make short little clips, you know, short 10-minute little segments, you know, get home, you know, Saturday, Sunday night, whatever, put them on my computer, edit them, and make a 10-minute video. It was super easy for me to do that. But 7-8 years ago, I moved out west, out here to Las Vegas. And there's not really those same opportunities to be part of different model railroad organizations as there was back in Michigan. So far while living out here, I have been in one model railroad club. I have found one other model railroad club, a live steam organization, live steam model railroad club, and two private layouts I've been able to, well, I've been invited to 3, but one of them was like one of them was a private layout, but he actually had like regular open houses that he would invite us to. And there's a couple reasons why I haven't gone back to those. The first, the model railroad club that I was part of, and I actually have video of, the Southern Nevada End Trackers. They are a modular model railroad club, and I'm not a member of that club anymore, and I don't have any intentions of becoming a member of that club again. Simply because, while it was a great club and it was a great group of people, I didn't get what I wanted out of modular model railroading. They only set up about 3-4 times a year, and sunglasses on, it's about to rain. They only set up 3-4 times a year, and there was just circle burning, which is not what I'm a fan of. I like doing operations, and they really didn't do that. On top of that, several of the modules were very poorly built and always had problems. They used a DCC system that nobody knew how to operate or set up. And I didn't even know how to operate or set it up, so I couldn't fix it. Nobody could troubleshoot it. So half the time it didn't work. In fact, the one show that I did go to, it only worked 40% of the time. There's a lot of the time you're driving your train, you had no control of your locomotives. Locomotives. So, and because of that, and the lack of setting up, I never really built a module for it. I didn't see a need to. Or I didn't see a need or want to. It's like, I'm going to build a module, but it's going to be sitting on my bookshelf 90%, 95% of the year, and it's going to get set up 2, maybe 3 times. So I never really had a big interest in that club. Another organization that I was part of, or I went to, was one guy's private layout, and he invited people over like every Saturday. It was the first Saturday of every month, or the second Saturday of every month, just to, you know, have coffee and donuts and play on his layout that he had in his garage. And the last I heard, he stopped doing that for health reasons a couple of years ago. He had some health issues come up. But I went to that once or twice, and it was a lot of fun. Then I found the Southern Nevada Railroad down in Boulder City. They have a small model railroad layout, and they have a live steam railroad at 7.5-inch gauge. And the reason why I'm there's two reasons why I'm not really doing anything with that. One, they only operate like once a month, twice a month. And two, they only operate on the weekends. And three, I don't have any live steam equipment. I don't have any 7.5 inch gauge equipment, so I would be going down there and have to borrow somebody else's locomotive, or I wouldn't have anything of my own to keep me interested. And that's the other thing is working. I work weekends. And ever since I started working 6 years ago, I moved out here 7 years ago, took a year before I found a job. I've worked every Saturday since I've started working here. Unless it's a national holiday or I intentionally took time off, I've had to work on a Saturday. All these model railroad organizations, they all meet Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Well, all the jobs I've had, I've started at 9 a.m. on Saturday, so it's been impossible for me to go there. And that's actually one of the biggest reasons why I haven't been model railroading in any of these groups, because I work and I haven't been able to get out there. Now I did start building a model railroad of my own, and unfortunately it didn't survive moving 4 times. Because it was built in my garage. It was built in a garage. I moved it from that garage to an apartment. It survived that, and I set it back up there. Then I moved it from that apartment to another apartment. It sat in the corner for like 6 months, 4 or 5 months, something like that. Then it moved from that apartment to another apartment where it sat in my closet for a year and a half. Then it moved to my girlfriend's living room for a week. And then it moved from there to the last apartment I lived in, but I had no room. I just had absolutely no room. There was sticking in the closet, there was no sticking in the corner of my room, there was no way I could store that layout. And so I had to make that decision of, do I find some way of storing it, or do I just get rid of it? And unfortunately I had to get rid of it. And about a year later, I started building a second layout, and that layout I specifically built so it would fit in the back of this Jeep. I measured the back of this Jeep and said it'll fit, if I stay within these measurements, it'll fit. And I built it in 3 sections that fit in this Jeep, and I still have that layout. I just have no room for it now, but I still have it. It is currently sitting in storage. And eventually I do have plans to set it back up. I just don't have room to set it up right now. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at model railroading wise, and why I haven't been doing many model railroading videos the past 3 years, because I've still been making YouTube content this whole time. It's switched up to video game content, and that's where the channel has been, and that's why I haven't been doing model railroading videos. It's been video games, and train simulators, and flight simulators, and truck simulators, and racing simulators, and space sims. It's been all of that because I haven't been able to make the model railroading videos that I used to make. And moving forward now, I'm kind of still in that position of, I can't make model railroading videos, I'm going to continue making video game videos. And I started the Train Sim World Journeys series. I'm going to continue working on that. The last month and a half, I have had 0 time to sit down and record an episode. I normally record those on Tuesdays, record like a chunk of them on a Tuesday, so I've had no time to do that. So that's that. That's where the channel has been. Moving forward, I want to continue doing more episodic stuff, so I'm probably going to do more. I'm going to continue the Train Sim World Journeys series. It'll probably be starting at the end of this month, in March. And I had an idea of doing like a flight sim series, but I'm not sure if that's really going to go anywhere. The other thing I'm doing, the reason why I bought this GoPro, I ride my motorcycle a lot, and I thought, man, I could do like some motorcycle vlogging. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm going to try that. I'm going to give that a shot. The other thing I want to do is I play airsoft in the summer. So my Friday night live streams playing 1-8 are going to switch to Friday night live streams of me playing airsoft. That's what the only reason I bought this GoPro was for potentially streaming doesn't work the way I want it to, I'll probably switch it up and do just gameplay videos of Airsoft. If that really doesn't play out, we're not having fun doing that, just gonna be a lot more video editing. I might not do that. I'm gonna play around with that for this summer and see how it goes. End of 2021, see where I'm at, how I feel about continuing doing that. So yeah, that's kind of the direction this channel is probably going to be taking for the rest of this year. Is more when the sun on breaks, more episodic type videos. Maybe some more real life videos, some vlogging, you know, on my motorcycle. I don't have a proper microphone for this camera yet. I need to figure out my camera and battery situation for streaming and riding. I won't be able to stream riding my motorcycle. I've already tried doing that with driving and it doesn't work. There's two reasons why. One, I can't see chat and interact with chat. Well, there's three reasons. One, I can't interact with chat. Two, you can't hear me through the microphone when I'm on the motorcycle. All you hear is the wind. And three, the streaming software for the GoPro is absolute garbage. Like, it'll say it's connected and streaming no problem, and then I'll go over 5 miles an hour and the stream quality will tank, and then it goes, oh, we were unable to upload the stream, so we disconnected you. Oh, by the way, we also can't talk to your camera anymore. You have to restart all of your hardware. Like, I have to restart my phone, I have to restart the camera. It's a whole hassle. And so I won't be sticking the camera on my helmet and going live on Twitch anytime soon. But there very likely will be at least one attempt to live stream from the GoPro while playing Airsoft. And it will be on my Twitch channel, which I'll put a link in the description. There will of me playing Airsoft, and it's probably going to be very soon. I'm thinking about maybe taking a day trip down to one of the Airsoft fields in California and getting some playtime out there, just going to a real Airsoft field. The problem with Airsoft here in Vegas, there's lots of problems. That's a whole separate video. But one of the problems here with Airsoft in Vegas is the fields we have, all two of them are paintball fields as well. They're also very small, so there's not like a whole lot of gameplay you can get. It's, oh, I sat in this corner and shot my gun 4 times at this guy, yay me. Oh, look at me, I ran up 4 or 5 lines and shot 6 people before getting hit because it's such a small field. And I do not mean to dunk on any of the Vegas Airsoft players. They're all great players, with the exception of one guy I know. And again, story for another time. They're all great players. The fields are just, they're not good fields. That's all I'm gonna say. And I want to go play at a good field. I want to go try out some other fields. So I may be later next week be going to California for a day, depending on a couple things. Maybe later this month, maybe next month, going to California for a day, and I will probably try live streaming playing Airsoft at that field. But that's again a thing for another time. Oh well, man, we've gone almost 20 minutes in this vlog. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna wrap up by saying, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks. Yeah, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you don't, I don't care. I'm not here to be some big time YouTuber. I'm just here to have fun and share the kind of content that I want to make, which is weird because I actually don't like watching my own content. Anyways, so to recap, moving forward, this channel is probably going to have some more episodic content. It's going to continue to primarily be train simulators, just simulator games in general. So train simulators, flight simulators, space simulators, truck simulators, racing simulators. It's going to be that kind of content continuing to go forward. You'll probably start to see some more real world content, some more vlogs like this, where I just go ride my motorcycle somewhere and then talk for 10 minutes. Maybe some airsoft gameplay. And if the airsoft gameplay does take off, like if I do that and it starts becoming a big thing, I'm not going to make it the primary focus of this channel. I will move it to a separate channel. I can do that. That's a thing that I'll do. It only if like the airsoft really takes off. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna get some. I'm about to pull in and get some fast food because I'm hungry and I really want tacos. And then I'm gonna record another video, and that other video that I'm gonna record will be primarily an airsoft talking head video. So it's just gonna be me driving and talking because this is the only time I ever record videos this week. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys all later.